guys, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. Today is my completed coloring pages for the month of June, and I completed 30 coloring pages, and I'm just going to show them to you guys. I'm kind of trying to be quiet because my kids are asleep, and yeah, we'll just kind of get started. And some of the books I haven't even hauled yet, so those ones I'll save till the last, and they're in no particular order, and I don't date my completed pages. So yeah, we'll just get started. This first one, is in Grayscale Minis coloring book. This is the pocket size coloring book by Selena Fennick, and I did this one. It's the very back page. It is this little Christmas fairy. I assumed she was a Christmas one because she has a holly wreath around her head. And I used Cali art markers, and this green effect is done with the Jane Davenport pastels. I put a light green down first, and then I took a darker green and started trying to make like a marble effect. And then I used some white gel pen for the stars inside and a few little highlights here and there. And then the border I colored with a black sparkle flare pen. So there's that one. These don't take very long to color. Next one I have here is Starry Night 1, A Magical Journey by Weishen Ong. And this was given to me last month for my birthday, I got this last month from Anne from Colorful Life, and I thought it would be only fitting to color an image, so I colored this one. And basically she's mostly alcohol marker with gel pen, and I did put some glitter gel pen on there. So I don't know if you guys can see. I didn't post this one to Instagram, but see the glitter gel pen on like all of the necklace stuff. And these books can seem really intimidating, but they're not too bad once you get going. And after I colored her skin, it looked really orange, so I went over it with the Jane Davenport pastel that was a skin color and made it really soft looking. That's why it has that soft complexion. So there's that one. Just move these aside. Next one I have here is Symphony of Cute Animals, and this is by Komoko Agusa or Kimiko Agusa. I know I'll say the name wrong, but this was a buddy color I did, and we started it a while ago, but I finally finished it this month. So this was a buddy color with Ashley from Ashley's Coloring Journey, and we did this elephant. It was also the first one I had ever done in this book, so it counted for Color Your Horde. And I colored this one with my Spearfarben pencils, except for the black is black acrylic paint, and then I put extreme glitter Mod Podge on top of it. So if you can see that, it glitters in the back. And then I put a little bit of gold gel pen just on the elephant's cuffs and on there, just a little, just to give some more sparkle into the picture, because I like glitter and it's fun. And this one took me a while, but the Spearfarbens did pretty well in this book. So yes, I'm glad to finally have completed a page in here. I've had this book for a little while, and it's about time I did one. The next one I have here is Magical Dawn, and in Magical Dawn I did, this is by Hannah Carlson. I did this one with the moon, and I think it's supposed to be like a star, or maybe it's a sun. But one night I really wanted to see if I could color with Papermate flares, just Papermate flares, and to see if it was going to create streaks or if I was going to have problems. So basically I colored this all with Papermate flares. And then I decided to put glossy accents on this and the stars down here. And then the little sparkles are stickles. And then this distress look on the sides is all done with King's Art gel crayons and a blender brush. And I'm just going to kind of show you guys kind of in the light the glossiness of this. And then I also posted on my community post that I was working on a page in here, and it was this girl. I was working on this hair, and I completed the rest of her hair. I didn't finish this whole 2-page spread, but I did complete the rest of her hair. So just want to show you I finished that hair, because I knew this was going to take me a lot of time. But sometimes when there's pages like this, I just work on one thing at a time so I don't overwhelm myself. But that is how her hair turned out. And how I started it is I had a pink Crayola Super Tip, and I colored everything with the pink Crayola Super Tip. And then I went in with the Brute Ferner square pencils and created the ombre effect. And then I took my black Polychromos pencil and did in the shadows where the different layers go in and out, and it worked out really well. It actually saved me time. You can achieve this with just pencils too, but for my hand's sake and my time's sake, it's easier for me to base layer with a Crayola Super Tip or other marker. So that is in Magical Dawn. Next book, looks like I still have a blotter page in here. Next book I colored in was 50 Summer Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova, and I did the nameplate page for my name in color, which is a year-long hashtag, and I just kept it really simple. I didn't even use that many colors. I think I just colored it one night when I needed to put color to a page, and I didn't have that many colors with me because I was in the family room, and I just outlined things in a darker shade. Yeah, it's cute. And then I also did this one, and this one was a buddy color with Ashley again from Ashley's Coloring Journey. And what had happened is I had colored it, and I kept on thinking it just needed something else. It was like I was lacking or something. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to draw a circle around it. So it looks kind of like either a doily or a plate or something. That way it's like bordered off. It makes more sense to my brain. And after I did that, I like colored in the background, and then on this water, I figured, oh, let's make a little stream. I put glitter nail polish on it. It's like a silver glitter nail polish, if you can see that sparkle. And inside all the flowers, there's a glitter. That's the Arteza glitter marker or glitter pens. And I colored this with Sharpies. Yeah, permanent markers. They were pretty much all Sharpies, except for the door was Cali Arts. But everything else I was done with Sharpies and Bics. And the background was a Cali Art. But that's all I did in this one. So I've been doing pretty good in coloring my summer miniatures. I have the other ones. I just wanted to work in this one this month. Next one I have here is Chibi Doodle Whimsy Characters Coloring Book by Jenny Luon, Volume 1. This was a gift from Danny Buttons. She gave it to me last month for my birthday, and so I wanted to color. I wanted to try to color in almost every book that I got for my birthday this this month because I didn't have time last month. So I colored the nameplate page right here, and I put my name right there with stickers. After I colored her, I decided I wanted some kind of border, and this border that I had was washi tape and it matched the flowers in the background, so I thought that was fitting, but the washi tape wasn't wide enough to go underneath this part where it says coloring book, so I just did a green line. Hopefully it looks okay. And I put a sticker, and I was just thinking that sticker is upside down. I should have put it the other direction. Oh well, it's fine. It's cute. And she does have a little bit of glitter on her, in her hair, and on her fairy wings. And both of those are glitter gel pen. So that is really cute. Alright. Next one I have here is Kokioshi Cuties coloring book. And this one I just did one night really fast. And I actually really love how this one turned out. And it is this one right here. And this one's pretty much just markers, and I use a little bit of gel pen for highlighting. Now I did her eyes, I wanted them to be blacker, and same with the cat's lines, so I used the Arteza acrylic marker. It looks like this, Arteza acrylic markers, to make those darker, and like I added darker into the little hair clips right there just to make those a little bit darker. And I used sparkle gel pen and on her lips and in the water. Now I had colored it just originally just plain, and then I just felt like it needed a background or something to really bring these whiter things to life, but I didn't want to color all the way to the edge of this corner. Maybe I was just being lazy or something, so I decided that I would just make like a rectangle behind her, and I just measured that out with a ruler and did the best I could, and I think it turned out really cute. But I'll kind of show you guys the glitter. You can see it in the water. I did mess up on the water, so this little wave right there didn't exist. What happened is I got kind of crazy with the blue marker, and I started coloring right here, and then I realized there was no wave, and I was like, ugh. So I kind of drew in my own to add an extra wave. So that doesn't really exist, but I made it exist in mine. So yes, she is very cute. Next one I have here is Friendship Vintage Grayscale Art by Rachel Mintz coloring book. This book was given to me by Emily for my birthday last month, and so I definitely wanted to color in this one. And I colored this guy, and he was pretty quick color. He is just basically markers. I did use some pencil, I think, on an eye, and I used white gel pen to add these like texture to the, I don't even know what those are. I think they're supposed to be a form of a weed, but yeah, it's fine. And I have two different color of browns going, like a reddish brown going in him, and these are all stickers. The O's are actually zeros, not O's, because I didn't have enough O's, so it's really a zero, but we'll pretend it's an O. And I just thought this was perfectly fitting for him, you know, like he's giving you some flowers. This is for you. So yeah. And this blue is, and the green was done with the King's Art gel crayons. What I do is I just put it on a palette and take a blender brush, go in a circle, and then I take it to the paper and go in a circle like you would with Distress inks. But I think that the gel crayons are more forgiving because they move more than the inks. So yes, I really like to use those. And you get a ton of them. So yeah. Next one I have here is Marty Joe's Coloring, Fashion Coloring Book Volume 1, Fun Fashions to Color. I hauled this last month, I think, and I colored this one at the beginning of the month. And I kept her really basic. I really like these shoes that I gave her, the red and the black. I think it's kind of like sexy office girl sexy, Prada sexy. And I printed off this quote off my printer. I just searched women power quotes, and this one came up and I really liked it. And so I washi taped it on, and it says, and one day she discovered that she was fierce and strong and full of fire, and that not even she could hold herself back because her passion burned brighter than her fears, which is awesome quote. I don't know who said this, but yeah, I think she kind of has that attitude, and just the way she's posed and her face, and so I thought that was fitting. Kind of fun to add quotes to your pictures if you can. There's that one, and I colored her with markers and shaded her with pencil. Next one I have here is Chippy Girls. Let me just make sure I'm in frame. Okay, so Chippy Girls by April Amber, and this is the unicorn coloring book. And I didn't show this in my Chibi collection just because I had colored in it. And this was a buddy color. So this was a buddy color I did with TX Jess Colors. She messaged me and asked me if I had this book and if I wanted to buddy with her. And I said, that would be wonderful. We can definitely do that. And I wanted to try to keep this kind of pastel-y and pinky. I always do red mushrooms, so I decided to do a pink one this time. After I had pulled a certain amount of colors, I look at my table and I see how many colors I have going, and if I have over like 7 colors on my table, I try to just stick to those colors of a palette. That way I'm not throwing too many colors into a page. And the unicorn has stickles on it, the wings have stickles on it, and the horn of the unicorn and the girl are both glittered gel pen. And I shaded with pencil. I can't remember what pencil it was. It was probably just one I had by my desk. And there's white gel pen here and there in spots. But this is a really cute chibi book if you like unicorns. So there's the sparkle. So that's that one. And I want to thank her for asking me to buddy color with her. That was very sweet. And I actually hadn't colored in this book, so gave me an excuse to pull it out and color in it. Next one I have here is Creative Haven Playful Patterns Coloring Book. And this one is by Susan Blumenstein. And this one was gifted to me by the Beginning Color. It's Amanda. I think it's Beginning Coloring with Amanda here on YouTube. And she gave it to me for my birthday, so I definitely wanted to color one in here. And I just colored this one. This one just appealed to me. And I also put it for the hashtag of Geometric June. And I used basically the color palette you see in front of you. You've got kind of a light teal blue color, a darker one, and then we've got the lighter orange and like this darker red orange. So basically it like complements each other, kind of like a black versus white type of concept, but with color. And this was actually really easy and really fun to color. I want to say I used a combination of permanent markers and brush Cali art markers. Yeah, so there's that one. All right, Happy Mandalas coloring book by LJ Knight. And I colored, I got this from Ashley, from Ashley's Coloring Journey for my birthday last month. And I colored this one. And the reason why I colored this one is because it was for the Prompt Sun, which was part of Danny Button's summer scavenger hunt, or the last scavenger hunt she just did. I think it was summer. I think it was called Summer. I can't remember. But yeah, I colored it in markers first, and then I added some gel pen, and I hadn't done these little wavy lines, and I just felt like I needed to do something, but I didn't want to color in the whole thing. So I took my yellow stickles and I just went down to make it look like bursts of sparkly sun, I guess. So there is the sparkle on that page. This is a really cute book, very easy to color. And then the first one I did in this book was this one, and I think you guys already saw this page, but I'm showing it again. And I colored it with permanent markers, and this colored shadowy stuff is all the Jane Davenport pastels. And how I apply those is I bought a little thing from Amazon that comes with disposable makeup things. It looks like this. I think it was like $5.99 or something. So it has like a ton in here, and you can get these type of things at like the dollar store, but this has a lot. So yeah, I just use these because it's cheaper than buying the Jane Davenport ones, and they work just as good. So yeah, it's really cute. I like how this one turned out too. It's just a fun book all the way around. Happy Mandalas by L.J. Knight. Next book I colored in was Live Your Dreams by Jade Summer, and this one was given to me by Michelle, and I believe Michelle's channel is Michelle Creates, and she gave this to me for my birthday last month. And I colored this one first, and this is just various markers, and I shaded with pencil. I've got glitter gel pen where it says beauty, and it says beauty comes from within, and you can see the sparkle on that. I didn't color the background because there's quite a few things going on in the page, so I just left it as it is, and I think it works. And then I also colored this one for the Lighthouse prompt for Danny Button's scavenger hunt. Tried to do as many as I could, and so I colored this like a lighthouse, basically. I don't know if it really is a lighthouse, but it is a lighthouse to me. And I didn't realize this, but after I had colored the whole thing, I realized I used primary colors here. I've got yellow, blue, and red. And yeah, I have some neutrals, but even the green isn't like a powerful green. It's more of a muted green. So it really is like using a primary color palette. And this Life Goes On is with the black flare glitter gel pen. So yes, you can see that glitter. It's kind of fun to color quote now and then. Next one I have here is Colored by Number 70 Plus Cartoon Characters, and this is by Jennifer Rowling, I believe. Yes, Jennifer Rowling. And I'll show you the first one I did. I kind of screwed up, but that's fine. So I did this one, and it's the Star Wars little, I think his name's like Beepo or something. I'm not really current with my newer Star Wars. I only know the classic ones. So where it was supposed to be white, for some reason in my mind I thought it was black, because maybe in other books number 1 means black, so I just got confused. So all these black areas, that's supposed to be white. Yeah. I kind of screwed up there, and so what I did is I just continued making them all black, and then when I got to the 2, which was supposed to be black, I just used the lightest gray I could find, and yeah, that's how it turned out. I mean, it's okay, you know who it is. I guess my Android is just a little bit different. It's not actually the same one, but it works. This was the tester. And I've just been picking these at random. And then I did another one. This one, and I did a straight color here, and it's Chip off of Beauty and the Beast. And this was super easy because 0 is white, so that was pretty fast. And I think I just used, did I use alcohol markers? No, I used Crayola Super Tips. So there's that one. I have to take the tab off of Chip. Alright, next one I have here is Chippy Girls coloring book, volume 1 by April Amber, and I colored this one, and this one was a buddy color as well, and this was with Courtney, and her Instagram is it's like Court with 2 T's, Marie 91, and when I saw this picture, I automatically was thinking kind of Alice in Wonderland type of vibes, and I started coloring her kind of Alice in Wonderland inspired, and I even put glossy accents on the clocks. And then when I got done, I didn't know what background color to do, and so I was just trying to think what would work, and I had this green marker that needed to be used, and I was like, oh, I'll just use that. And so I colored it. Then after I was done, I realized, you know what, this looks like felt from a casino chipboard or a casino table. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she looks like one of those girls that hands out drinks at a casino. But yeah, anyway, yeah, she's still cute. I like her, and I want to thank Courtney for asking me to buddy color with her. She asked me to buddy color another picture, but I didn't get a chance to decide on another picture with her. Maybe we can do one next month, Courtney. But yes, let me kind of show you the glossy accents, if you can see that, and the glitter. This is very steampunk-like, which is cool. Next one that I have here, I actually did 4 in this one. This is Marty Joe's Coloring Patterns Coloring Book, Volume 7, and this is 50 easy to color repeating patterns. Now, I think what had happened is this particular day, I had gotten some bad news, and I woke up really, really early, and I just couldn't sleep. So I just took my permanent markers and just colored until I felt relaxed. And that this is a perfect book to do that kind of thing. So I didn't even choose my markers. I literally just pulled them at random. So this was the first one that I did. And the color palette is actually pretty cool looking. But like I said, I picked them at random, so I didn't even know what I was doing. There's a dark purple, a pink, kind of like a lime green, a light pink, like an olive green, and then this one is like a golden yellow, like goldenrod kind of color. So I used, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure I counted that wrong. 6 colors on this, and that's quite a few different colors. Normally I only go up to 5. Maybe I just kept on going until I felt like the blanks were filled. But yeah, it looks really good. And I posted this one to Instagram. And then I did this one. Like I said, I was just pulling them. I have this little bin that I just have markers in. And I literally was just putting my hand in and just grabbing. Like I would grab one and do all the diamonds. And then I grab another one and I do all the, you know, that's how I did it. And for some reason, I must have pulled a lot of greens and one blue, no, a blue and a turquoise here, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors on that one too. So I did that one. And then I did this one. This one's a little more funky in regards to a color palette, but still it's okay. This one reminds me of Halloween colors because there's an orange and there's a purple, but yeah, and there's yellow, obviously. That one was pretty quick. And then the last one I did was this one. This one I literally did choose the rainbow colors from my Crayola Take Note markers, and after I had colored them in rainbow order for Pride Month, I decided I would just leave the spacing white because I thought it worked. I thought about putting glitter in between, but I just couldn't decide what glitter would work, and so I just left it white. That's that one. That one's a really good stress relief type of coloring book. Next one I have here is Cupcakes, coloring book by Coco, and this one was gifted to me by Emily last month. And I colored this one with the penguins because I love penguins. I think they're adorable. And I didn't color the background. I just colored the objects on the page, and I used alcohol markers and glitter gel pen, and that's all. I kept it pretty basic actually. Normally I go a little more extreme, but I didn't even shade the penguins. I just kept them really basic. Yeah, there's glitter on the around the bubbles, and I figured this cupcake reminded me more of like a truffle because of the chocolate lines. I try to do white chocolate and then dark chocolate. So yes. Next one I have is the Mouse Guard coloring book by David Peterson, and I did this one, and this one is a buddy color with Ashley from Ashley's Coloring Journey. And one night I said, do you want to do a buddy color? And she said, sure. And I said, which book? And I said, well, I haven't pulled my Mouse Guard book out for a while. And she said, yeah, that would be a good idea. So we decided to color this picture with the fox, and he's playing a harp. And I put on top of the music, I put glitter nail polish, so it gives kind of a glittery effect when he's playing the music. Putting the fox in trance. And the background, I used my ink tints, and then I kind of shaded it a little bit with pencil, and then I used ink tints on the fox, and then I went over a little bit with pencil. The mouse is all Prismacolor pencil, and this musical thing, I went over it with ink tints, and then I put the glitter on top, because since ink tints sets, because it's ink, you can put a wet media on top of it after it sets, because it's not going to move like a watercolor pencil. But yes, that is that one. Alright, and the next one I have here is Hello Kitty and Friends coloring book. And I decided one day that I wanted to do this one. And it is the Rainbow with Raindrops page. And this is all glitter gel pen, the rainbows. And the kitties have a little bit of glitter gel pen on them. And then I colored the birds with pencils. Put washi tape border. And all the raindrops have glitter gel pen. And so this could have been used for Pride Month as well because of the rainbows. But yeah, there's that. And after I colored it, I'm like, what color should I do the umbrellas? And of course, I had to do yellow because yellow is my signature color. Yes, it's very, very cute. I was going to do some other pages in here, but I just didn't get the time to do it. Another day. Alright, so I'm going to show you the pages I did in my brand new books that I haven't even hauled yet. So I will grab them. I did one out of this. It's Posh Creations Color by Number by Steve Duffendack. And this is really, really thick book. And I did this one. It looks like my orange marker transferred. Look at the back. I transferred on that one too. So these are the new deli markers that are skinny like the Teo trees. Knowing that this transfers, I might get rid of those yellow or those orangey colors from that set if it's gonna do this. But all the other colors seem the same. So when you look at these pages originally, you can't tell what it is. And well, that one you could tell there's flamingos. But yeah, it's like a mystery mosaics type of thing, and you can use your alcohol markers because they're single-sided and there's a perforated edge. Yeah, it looks like the yellowing transferred on that one too. So I will need to see what I can do, but I did use those new deli markers that I had hauled recently. I know I use those, so I will definitely need to pull the oranges and the browns from that stash. So if you're looking about getting those markers, you might want to rethink it because of that. And I gave it 24 hours to dry before I took out any kind of blotter sheets. So it was perfectly dry before I closed the book. And there's glitter gel pen, a little bit here and there, just to add some to this rhino. So there's that. And I'm not too worried. I'm not going to take those pages out and worry about those being damaged because this book is really thick. And honestly, I probably will never finish this book because it's so thick. It's just a stress relief coloring book. The next one that I have is Princess. I recently got this and haven't hauled it yet. And this is the black background by Color Questopia. And I did the first one. My pinks were slightly off. I don't check the color chart in the back. I just kind of pick what I want and then I color it. And after I colored her, I added a few little white details there. Added a washi tape border just because I think it's fun. And then I added some stippling coming down her dress just to give her dress some fun little dots. Yes. This one didn't have any yellowing, so this one was good. I can't remember which markers I used on this one. But apparently it was a good marker because it didn't have any problems. So that is Princess, black background. And I ordered this little guy from Book Depository actually before my birthday, and it finally showed up. So it's Ingen Ben Lig Dag by Emily Linda Hall Oberg. And I think I wrote down the translation. Let's see what I wrote. I did a direct translation because I was curious. It's the direct translation is no ordinary day. So that's what it means. And this is a postcard book. And the reason why I got it because it has a lot of birthday cakes in it and like celebration type stuff. And I colored this one. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I had really fun time coloring this guy. And I kept him like in the pastel shades, or maybe it's a girl. And after I colored the mushroom, there was a lot of streaks. So I went over it with the Jane Davenport pastels and did the brown, and then I did like a lighter yellow right there just to give it a little bit of a highlight. And then the blue was actually my Inktense pencil. I took the pencil and took the water brush directly off the pencil and added it to the page. So I'm going to zoom up so you guys can see. So that is what it looks like. Maybe I zoomed you up a little too close. But there you go. And I did stippling with a dark color and a light color in the present because I wanted it to look like it was a glitter wrapping paper. And all of the leaves are done with permanent markers. And I think it turned out really nice. I really like how it looks. And so it has lots of fun little postcards. I know I'll never send them to anybody. I just think it's fun to color these. So yeah, there is that one. And then finally, I colored in this one. And I just got this book. And I colored it the very last day of June. And this is Chippy Girls by Coco. And mine came pretty warped, I'm going to tell you. I did squish it down in between books, and I actually put clamps on all 4 sides and rolled it with a rolling pin, because mine literally was like bowed like this. And so I did the best I could. And this is the one that I colored. And you'll see this one on my Instagram. And I colored it with alcohol markers, and then I wanted to try my new Arteza pastel markers. And I'm going to tell you, when I opened those, like I opened the purple one and ink went everywhere. I was like, I don't think that's supposed to happen. And yeah, I messaged Arteza because all of my pastels were leaking ink, and I don't think that's supposed to happen. And then I noticed a few of my classics were as well every time I tried to open the brush end. So we'll see what they say, but I don't think that's supposed to happen. So I ended up going to my Arctics pastels to finish off this page. And I also used Callie Arts as well for her skin and her hair and some of the outlining. After I colored her all in with alcohol markers, I did do some highlights with white, and then the little stars in the background, I used a stencil, and I went over with the gel crayon and the blender, and then I did that also with the sides. The bubbles have glitter gel pen on them, and I actually created these eyes myself, because the original eyes just had a little divot and a big circle. I like to actually make them look like they have a pupil and a spot for color. I don't like to color the whole thing one color. I like to break it up just a little bit to make it more realistic. And I used Jane Davenport pastels to give her some cheeks or some blush. And there you are. There is that one. I don't know if you can see the glitter on the bubbles. There's a little bit, but it's not as noticeable because we've got a whole bunch of other things. I really struggled coloring this though because of this. It's like it doesn't want to break down, and it rolled so bad that it's like I just struggled with it not laying down for me. But I think the more I color in this book, the more it will come down, because I know my Chibi Girls book from Jade Summer was similar. But I have noticed if you lay your books like this after it's warped and you put your heavy books on it this direction, it seems to flatten it better because it's going to be bowing up like this, versus if you do it like this, it's going to just keep going like this. But yeah, that's a little tip if you're getting books and they're like extremely warped. Anyway, that is all my completed pages for the month of June. Sorry for the long rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time, and hopefully I can get some more done. But yes, that was 30 pages, so basically a page a day, even though Some of them were like in a spurt, but that just averages out to a page a day. So I think that's pretty good. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you next video. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. I realized these two pictures didn't get a full view after I watched the replay, so I just wanted to share with you. There you go, guys.